A big hello to all of you. My name is Dr. Pritichhaya Tamboli, and I'm working as an assistant professor at Dr. Ambedkar Institute of Management Studies and Research. Today, I'm going to discuss a topic from the subject Management Information System called as e-commerce, its opportunities and challenges. We are all very well aware about the e-commerce industry. It captured the world few years ago, and it has now become an integral part of each and every country's economy, each and every person's personal life. E-commerce possesses immense potential to cover the market, to access, to provide information, to provide goods, to provide services, and whatnot. Many of the companies who did not understood the potential of the e-commerce have faced its consequences. Hence, now every small business, medium scale or large scale business enterprise today are in some or other way related to e-commerce for sure. Every business organization or a small enterprise possesses an e-commerce portal or a website to connect with the customers. E-commerce has given excellent result in a very less period of time. It has made many people's life. It has caused people to move from nowhere to billionaires. So e-commerce possesses immense potential, and the one who has identified its potential is now a very big and huge name in the market. So one cannot ignore e-commerce at any cost. So as we all know, e-commerce is nothing but electronic commerce, that is buying and selling of goods and services with the help of internet is called as e-commerce. There are n number of categories of e-commerce, which some of it can be seen from the on the slide, that is B2B, that is business to business, G2C, government to consumer, G2B, government to business, B2C, business to customer. It is also called as e-commerce, and others as well. So in all these categories, e-commerce deals directly with the customers, so it is considered as the most effective way of doing the business. But yes, as a coin has two sides, e-commerce also has or possesses its positive aspects as well as its negative aspects. That is, it has n number of opportunity, immense opportunities for the public at the large, but at the same time, the people carrying out e-commerce activities have to face many challenges. So, in today's lecture, we are going to have a glimpse of the opportunities as well as the challenges faced by e-commerce industry not only in India but around the globe. So, let's begin the core topic for today's lecture. We will begin with the negative part, that is the challenges. Yes, so I always believe that if we are done with the hard part, the rest of the good part is always soothing, calming, and it gives us immense pleasure. So first we will deal with the negative part of e-commerce, and then we will move on to positive part, so that our lecture will have a good and a positive end. So yes, we all know by now that what is e-commerce, what it deals with, what it carries out. So the e-commerce websites most popular around the world are Amazon, eBay, Alibaba, Flipkart, Snapdeal. The companies such as Microsoft, Infosys, TCS, Mahindra, Reliance, each and every company deals with e-commerce in some or another way. So the huge problem or the challenge faced by e-commerce industry is personalization. That is, if you are working on the project, that is if you are building a particular software for a company, or for say a particular business or a product or a service, you will have to face the biggest problem of personalization. Nowadays every person or every business organization or industry wants personalized appearance of the web portals. So personalization is a huge deal. Personalization also leads to uniqueness because nobody likes repetitive things. Everyone wants that, whether it could be the shade of the lipstick, whether it could be an apparel, whether it could be a footwear, whether it could be a website, whether it could be a product or a service, say wedding industry or say catering business or say event management. Everybody wants something new and something unique. Hence this is a huge challenge in front of e-commerce, to give personalized appearance of the website, of the product, of the services to each and every person. Yes, if you're purchasing online, there is a huge problem of refund, which was a huge problem few years back, but today the scenario or the picture is pretty good. And the trust, yes, as we know, there are n number of frauds which are happening online. People are very reluctant to share their bank details, their credit card details, their debit card details, or their personal information over the internet, because if there is one good person out there looking for your information, there are at least five bad persons sitting out there waiting to hack your personalized data or your confidential information, whether it could be photos, it could be videos, or it could be any username or password of yours. Yes, so trusting and privacy, these are two interrelated aspects, and it is giving a hard time to the e-commerce portals. Yes, next comes shipping charges, especially in the time of covid-19. People are not very happy to touch the parcel which is coming to their doorstep today, which used to make them very happy few months ago. But today the scenario has changed. So e-commerce industry is facing a huge problem of delivering touchless delivery system. Then the currency is a big challenge. It is not that big nowadays, but it used to be. If you are having a global e-commerce portal which is present in n number of countries or continents, then the currency changing also is a very big issue. It is closely related to taxes. You need to pay n number of types of taxes to get your currency converted from one continent to another, and thereby affecting your profit level a lot. Yes, as we already discussed, trust, privacy, and frauds. There, if there is one person good there are five bad person looking for your information. So frauds in case of e-commerce is very easy, because this industry is widely dependent upon OTPs, sharing information without seeing the person who is purchasing from you. There is no touch and feel. There is no personal contact. There is no face to face communication. Hence, there is immense possibility of fraud in this particular sector. Then, a country like India, which took many years to engulf the concept of e-commerce, it was not readily accepted in India as it was in US and other countries. So the law in India, that is especially cyber law in India, took n number of years to get converted into a strong system. Still, I believe that the cyber laws or the laws related to information technology are still not that stringent in India as they are in other countries. So carrying out fraud in India are still very easy, and the confidential information is very much vulnerable in India as compared to few other countries. Now let's come to the positive part of the e-commerce industry. Yes, first of all, very less industry. You need to match the demand with the supply. So it is a order based industry. You need not have to stack the inventory. You do not have to stack the things in your go down or say anything. As the demand comes, you need to match it with the supply, which reduces your inventory cost to a very greater extent. then yes, you can definitely provide greater and better customer services. You can be connected to the customer continuously. If there is something new, you can put a SMS to the customer, you can put a mail to the customer, you can give a Facebook notification, you can give an Instagram DM. In such ways you can contact the customer without disturbing his or her private life or his private routine. So getting in touch with the customer is very very easy through e-commerce applications. And yes, e-commerce application helps your business go online or go global in very less amount of time, in very very less amount of money as well. You can reach out to the customers at any part of the world without investing much. So you can say that the whole world is at my fingertip. And the reason behind this is definitely internet, world wide web, and thereby I can carry out the purchasing and selling from any part of the world because of e-commerce industry, or because of the concept of e-commerce. Then definitely the supply chain has been reduced to a greater extent, which has resulted in lesser transportation cost as well. And yes, nowadays the website designing industry is developed so very well that the web portals, the mobile applications are user friendly, and even the old age category of customers who are not well versed with the mobile phones or the internet or the websites can also access them and carry out their purchasing. There is an excellent option of COD, that is cash on delivery, in case of e-commerce industry. So if you are reluctant in on sharing your personalized rate over the internet, you can always go for the option of cash on delivery. Then we have mobile application. Nowadays, you need not have to have a big desktop PC at your place. Even the small smartphone which is present in your hand can carry out all the functionalities of the website for you. Yes, wider reach, that is globalization. You can reach to any part of the world. You can connect with the customers at any part of the world. You can offer them excellent discounts, you can give them coupons, you can give them any facility which you want to provide them. You can be in touch with them always. Then cheap availability of mobile phones in India, which happened few years ago, and it is closely related with the next point, that is easy availability of internet facility. We have excellent example of Geo in India, Reliance Geo Industries, which introduced internet at a very very cheaper rate. They distributed free SIM cards with free internet facilities for n number of months, and this has resulted in a huge boost to the e-commerce industry in India. So with the help of e-commerce industry, due to this easy, cheap mobile phones and cheap internet facilities availability, Indians even in rural areas are able to access various e-commerce websites, carry out purchasing, and enjoy the world of online shopping as well. Now, when it comes to customization, you can customize, you can easily customize your things, your apparels, your gadgets, everything which is present on the internet. You need not have to go, you need not have to spend lots of time. You can easily customize whatever product or service or software you want through these online softwares. So after looking at all such positive aspects, as I discussed earlier, that I wanted to end my lecture on a positive note. Yes, there are two sides of every coin. There are a few negative points of e-commerce, no doubt at all, but there are so much positive aspects, there are so much opportunities which are being introduced, which are being given by the e-commerce industry, that you are forced to put a eye down on the challenges of e-commerce industry. So it is a very good, wild, and an opportunistic world of e-commerce, which gives you easy access to the world 24 by 7. So, I hope that the opportunities and challenges faced by e-commerce industry not only in India but outside India globally is quite clear to you through this lecture. In coming lectures together, we will be covering few more topics related to management information system and thereby e-commerce. So, see you and in next lecture. Until then, bye bye.